And if you can't tell, I'm trying to get the guitar volume right because somebody forgot to set it before the stream actually started. 100% just goofing off. And yeah, my hair's a mess. Today has been one of them days. Had to grab the coffee. And a little bit more light on the subject.
You're a little dark.
Yeah, I turned on the other light. It's kind of weird, guys. I really need to invest in a smaller light to put behind this camera here. You know, when I was doing reviews, I always faced that direction, and I push the light forward. The desk is right against the wall, so I need to get something really thin that I can mount on the wall that has a diffuser. When I put these lights back there, it just looks like there's spotlights on me. These lights behind me really don't have, well, there are no diffusers on them. And that's why if you look, all the live streams, I'm kind of lighting backwards in this scenario. So yeah, it does look a little dark right here. So hopefully you can see the new guitar. And I'm still getting used to it. I really didn't play it. I just started playing it about 5 minutes before the stream started. And it does play a little different compared to the other Ibanez. It does need a little bit of work. And when I said something to Linnell about it, she said, yeah, you said that when you tested it at the store when I said I liked it. I didn't remember saying that. But it seems like the nut on the guitar does need a little bit of fine tuning. I've noticed the B and the D string will go out under really hard playing, and that's just because of the nut filing job. And you can hear it's out. You can hear it's out a little bit right there.
Niles wants to see it better.
Okay, said Niles wants to see it better. So this is what they call the Dragon Eye Burst, and you can see the quilted maple top. And it is stupid thin. I mean, it's really, look at the neck thickness and then look at the body thickness. This is a really thin guitar. And the back is just, I mean, it's got a little bit, it's a little bit darker on the edge, but it's just a regular mahogany back. and the typical Ibanez shiplap joint here. Ibanez tuners. And this one does not have the blue one. They actually put a piece of veneer on the headstock. This one, it's just black on the headstock. But the top on this guitar is beautiful. And you can see it's got a milled section where the guitar plugs into it right there. It's one volume, one tone, and a three-way switch. It's quite light. Again, another extremely light guitar. We knew that it needed a couple things when I played it down there, and I told them just don't mess with it. When I get it home, I'll adjust it. When we picked it up, it needed a truss rod adjustment. I did adjust the neck down. I didn't put my gauge on it. I gave it almost a half a turn, probably, just a fraction under a half a turn. That's all I really like doing on the first pass. We'll let it set for a week and see how the guitar reacclimates to the home. I did adjust the E and B saddle down just a fraction. Other than that, that's all I've done to it. I do think, even though it's a new guitar, I do think it needs new strings. They seem a little dead. I don't know how long the guitar was done at the store and how many people had actually played it, but I think it needs a set of strings. And I've been struggling, like I said, with the B. But again, this guitar has the exact same pickups as the RGA. It has a killer sound. It really does. This guitar sounds nice. I guess I need to open the chat. You keep coming in. Oh, Niles. Thank you, Niles. I got to go back and see what else is going on. Well, let me go through who I see in the group right now. I see we got Jerry. He was first. He wins, guys. He was first. Gano, but first place winner right there. Jerry was here first. Then second, it looks like we had Devastator posted. Then Niles. Then Nicholas. And then we got Vox that's come into the group. I'm glad to see Vox in so early. Pinagor's in here. Let me see. Who else do we have? Jupe has come in. Oh my gosh. The gang is back together. Wasn't that the Blues Brothers? We're getting the band back together. Hey, what'd you do with the Cadillac? Oh, I sold it for some speakers, so I can see that. Oh, I love that movie. I wish I was stupid then. Well, I'm getting the what do they call it? Dunlop disease. I'm well fed. I like it though. She feeds me well. This is not my guitar. This is a guitar that Linnell wanted, and she knew that I worked on guitars. So this guitar, we knew that there was a lot of relief in the neck. I mean, we played it. When we put it on layaway, about 2 months ago.
I don't think so. Jupe said he played the exact guitar, same color.
Yeah.
Guitar sound.
What did you think of it, Jupe? at Guitar Center. What'd you think of this one? This one, I don't know how long it was on their showroom floor. I mean, it's not scratched or anything. They gave us a good price on it. Again, support your local music store. Um, they treat us awesome. So they asked me, "Do you want us to set it up? I mean, does it need a truss rod?" And I handed it to him because, "Oh yeah, it's out of whack." And I said, "Don't worry about it, man. You know that's what I do." So we'll set it up to our liking. So I kind of know what Linnell likes.
I'm gonna step
So,
outside.
huh?
I'm gonna step outside for a couple minutes.
Okay. We're probably gonna put some 42 to nines on it. Looking down the neck right now, like I said, I haven't put a gauge on it. There's still probably a good point 0.7 millimeters of relief in the neck. So, for me, I want a little less. I don't like a straight neck, but point 0.7, this just looks like it's a little much. I could probably get it out, but I just have a rule. I don't like to move more than a half a turn. Um, but the neck on this guitar, it feels very much like the blue RGA. It it's a thin profile neck. It is nice. Now this one, maple. Sometimes we do. I do a lot of work in maple. So you have two grades of maple. Sometimes we'll say, well, that's paint grade maple. Sometimes maple will get these black stripes to it, and it'll get it. It almost looks like, if you look at like what a knot, right when a knot starts to form, it'll be a brown spot, but you don't see any round growth rings from the knot yet. Maple's bad for that, especially around a centered growth ring. And this neck does have two of those spots in it. It has one right here, and then another one right there. And I don't really have a problem with that. It's not pitted, it's smooth. Okay? Maple will get black striping in it as well. When you get more than one or two defects on a board, in my line of work, we call that paint grade maple. Now, you may pick one of these up and it does not have one of those spots on it. That didn't bother Linnell when she was looking at it, so I'm like, that's not A grade material, Linnell. That's probably B stock, and it just happened to get through. And she's like, I'm not worried about it. It feels fine. I'm just letting you know that this one is not one of the perfect examples. This is just walk into the store. She saw it. She liked it. I do think the top on this one, looking at Sweetwater and looking online, the top on this one looks prettier than any one that I saw at Sweetwater. It's just the color's really not coming out in it. There's a lot of flame. See all that flame in that top? There's a lot of, and it's good flame. See how it disappears when you move it certain ways? That's what I call a top that morphs. Now see how I just got a lot like right here? Watch this section right here. It'll disappear. See how it disappeared? But then when you move it this way, it comes back and it highlights. That is what I call, the more it shifts and morphs, the higher the letter. Now, this is not most likely a solid top. It's most likely a veneer, but this would definitely be a 3A veneer. And something I did not notice when I was looking at the guitar with her over 2 months ago, there's a little piece of white binding all the way around the guitar. If you look at like Gibsons, they'll use several little tiny strips and they build them together and it makes like a multi-piece. It's literally just one piece of white. And I don't know if that'll show up on the camera. It's literally just one piece of white. It's quite sharp how they did that. You can see how it morphs and changes. Now you see all the figuring. And then when I move it this way, the figuring disappears. That's a nice piece of maple. So every guitar is different. The ones I saw at Sweetwater, this looked darker and this looked a lot lighter. Now, since it's quilted, it could be the way they had the camera, just like I'm showing you. Sometimes it looks kind of plain. This is one of these guitars you got to kind of move back and forth and see if you like the figuring on it. So I don't know what people think of it. Just got an ad, but it was Bass Pro. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I have it set to the bare minimum. I did a couple short releases last week, and I didn't even monetize them. There should be no ads on them. I've been thinking about just pretty much ending that. On average, this little channel makes about, I get a check from YouTube. If I took out, like what you guys are doing, super chat money and stuff like that, it's usually $100 every 2 months. If I look at just monetization fees and ad fees, it's really not worth it. It really isn't, and I know it upsets everybody. So I don't know if I can go back and demonetize some of the videos or if I just got to leave them that way now. But I've been seriously thinking about it. I don't know if it's worth the 33 cent that I get at the end of the stream for the commercials. But again, these pickups sound good. I think both together, I'm over the. I'm a little loud, but with both of them together. But that's the E. It's chunky. It's got a good sound. Need to look up the name of these pickups. Ibanez puts these on a lot of their $500 and lower guitars. They actually have, I was looking on Sweetwater, they actually have 3 different types of pickups they use on their, I would say, 800 and lower Ibanez branded pickups. This pickup is not used on all of them, if that makes sense. They have a couple different versions. It just so happens that this guitar and the blue one do share the same pickups. They have, it's not a Phillips screw in the front, it's like a hex drive pole for adjusting. And right now, they are all set even across the top of the pickups. So you could really easily get in there and change the tone of those pickups by changing the pole positions on them. I haven't done any of that. It's all, as far as the height of the pickups and all that, it's all stock. It's got a good sound, guys. I can't remember, what was that, how much was that guitar, honey?
What, the one you have?
The one you just got. The receipt should be in the bag, shouldn't it? I think it was $450, wasn't it?
So, I'm pretty sure.
I think they sold it to us for $450.
Yeah, I believe so.
I think that's what we paid for it. Again, I'm gonna say another great buy. I know I'm gonna kind of go off on a tangent tonight, guys. I wanna talk about reviews and prices and stuff.
It was, okay, they originally had it on on sale for $4.99. They gave us 50 off, so it was $449.99.
Okay, they had it on the floor for $4.99, she said, and then we got it for $4.50. So I don't know what the actual mat price is on this guitar. So if you guys are wanting to look this guitar up, it is an S621QM. And I'll pull that around so we can see the model numbers on the neck. Kind of hard for me to set it there. So again, it's an S621QM. And this guitar is made in Indonesia. If someone wants to go on Sweetwater and see what the basic price. Yeah, Ibanez now says it has an Air Norton and a tone zone.
That's what his has.
Yeah,
Devastator said they're probably quantums.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. The one that I just personally ordered an Ibanez, and I can't remember. It does not have Ibanez pickups. I know they're not DiMarzios, and I know they're not Seymour Duncans. I had heard of the company before. Now I can't remember who they were. It's the PWM20. That's being shipped to me. They said they would process the order on Monday. Yeah, Vox, I think $450 for a quilted maple guitar with good pickups like that. Like I said, this one does need a little nut work. We knew that when we picked it up. But both of these guitars, the RGA is at the $450, $479 price mark too. It depends on what you like. This S model that we just got, that's really thin. That thing is like super light, super comfy. It's pretty sharp. But, you've got that arch top, so it takes more time to do the sanding. So they put the black headstock on it. The other body, it's thin too. It's not as thin. But that one, they did put a veneer on the headstock.
The
which
one you just ordered, the Paul Wagner one, it's got Mojo Tone Hornet.
Linnell looked it up. It's Mojo Tone pickups in the PWM20.
They're the Hornet humbucker.
Yeah, we've got somebody that I don't recognize in the chat. I guess it's Jace. Is that how you pronounce that, honey?
Yeah.
I always like to say hello to anyone new in the chat. Welcome. We're just a bunch of guitar players that come Thursday nights and Saturday nights. We get together, hang out. Your opinion, you may have been watching in the background before you chatted. On this channel, everyone's opinion counts. I don't agree with everyone in the chat. It's not about everyone coming here and going, "Oh, what's Avery think?" Avery's one person. Okay, and I've been changed. My mind has been changed by some of the people you see in this chat, like Nicholas. Okay, Nicholas has changed me. How did Nicholas change me? Right here.
Juke wants to know what headphones you're using.
Actually, Jupe, these are inexpensive headphones. These are the Tascam. And I don't remember the model number on them, Jupe. Oh, it's a TH07. I want to say I got lucky, and Amazon has those crazy sales sometime. I think I paid $39 for these.
Devastator said the guitar that we just got, it's got quantum pickups stock.
Yes, I think that's right. The Quantum. Is that what he said?
Yeah, and apparently it's $499.99 on Sweetwater.
Okay, so
That's how much they had it listed for at Shandor Music.
yeah, Shandor Music had it Devastator for $4.99. That's why I always say get to know your local store. They'll work with you. I mean, I'm not going to beat them up, guys. I'm not. They're my local store. They give me $50 off Sweetwater, and Sweetwater's hard to beat. So
Max wants to know what the pick is there.
this is a very hard to find pick in my area. I've had to custom order them, and yes, Nicholas, I did ask today. They're still not in yet. This is a Dunlop Flow, okay, but it's not made out of the material like the Tortex. Dunlops are made out of. This one has like a little raised, uh, see that raised look that it has right there? And this is more of a plastic material. It's not like the Tortex material, and it's chamfered. And Nicholas sent me two of these picks. He sent me a 1.5 and a 2.0. And to be honest with you, I mean, I was playing thicker picks, but nothing this thick. And after playing this pick, I did give it a chance. I mean, I knew that I kind of liked it the first time. I noticed a difference of it going across the strings a little better. It has, I'm going to, everyone says, well, it can be something mental. It can be this. Whatever it is, when I got this pick, I have seen that my ability to alternate pick has gotten better. Okay, I was struggling with it. And that's why I say maybe it's mental. Oh, I got a new pick, so I'm going to do better. Whatever it is that makes you get past that fear or makes you feel that you're progressing, if you feel that you're progressing, that's all it takes. That feeling of victory, oh, I got it, that really pushes you. And I'm going to contribute to this because I had been struggling and struggling and struggling. Nicholas sent me the pick. And I'm pretty sure everyone here in the chat would say, yeah, we've heard a difference in his ability to alternate pick. I'm still not a great alternate picker by any means. I think I've only successfully been going back and forth and making it listenable for about a month. But I had been struggling with it for a long time. And this pick has really helped me.
Birdman wants to know if you can pop a link to his email for that epoxy. He said he Googled it and nothing popped up for him.
I'll have to look it up, Birdman, because I haven't. I took a job. I no longer have my personal shop and my personal CNC and stuff anymore. So when I was a business owner, I did all the ordering. Well, I left my personal business. I can't remember if we ever ordered any at Monarch when I was at Monarch or not, but I'll have to look it up. I doubt very seriously that the company Productive Coatings has went under, and I doubt very seriously that Chemicraft Chemical Corporation has went under. They made a lot of chemicals and stuff. So those are the two. I'll look it up and see if I can find something for it. It's got a little dude with a hat with two little epoxy guns. That's their little logo.
Nicholas, I believe, gave you the part number for the picks.
Yeah, they ordered it for me. We found them. I went down to the store and we looked through everything. We did find them, and they did order me. Was it a 12 pack?
No, it's 24.
24 pack. I thought I was gonna have to order 80 of them, but they did find a smaller pack that I was able to get. I agree. I used the lighter picks and got over it. Now I switched to the heavier picks a couple of years ago. Can't go back. Exactly. I was moving up because I think I gave all my red ones to Short Bus when he was coming over, and I was giving Short Bus lessons. I went from the red ones. I've got a ton of these because that's what I always played. These are the Tortex. Then I went to the orange, okay, still kind of floppy. Then I went to the green ones, a little stiffer. And then I went to the yellow ones, okay, Tortex. So I was bumping up, but if I compare this pick, okay, look at how much that thing, I mean, it flexes pretty easy. This pick, yeah, it's not going to do that. Yeah, I can get it to bend just a little bit, but boy, I'm putting a lot of pressure on it. Night and day difference. And you can see that I was searching. I even have one that has like a little star in the opening because the pick was slipping around. So the little star pick. And I actually like this, because it was thin and the pick was slipping and it did help, but it was thin. So I stopped that. This pick doesn't move around. And I think it's because of that writing right here is raised and it acts like a grippy material. So I got to say that this is a nice pick. And it's not $30. That someone was pointing out that it was like $30. Maybe it was Phil McKnight's show. I always watch Phil McKnight on Friday nights. I think they were talking about picks last night. And someone was like, $30 for a pick? I'm not spending $30 on a single pick. Uh, maybe you guys will. It's each to their own. But right now, I can't. This pick seems to be working for me, so we're going to stick with that. But the reason I brought this up, everyone here has an opinion, and everyone voices their opinion here, man. So join in, chat. The only rule is be nice to everybody, and remember, people here do have families, and sometimes their wife and their kids are. So we try to keep it as clean and as family oriented as we can, but still be adults, if that makes sense. Uh, I ordered a $100 graphite fishing rod from Amazon. It arrived on my porch yesterday. Delivery guy threw it on my porch, and the rod was shipped in a plastic bag. Yeah. Oh my gosh, what's all that noise?
It's
Oh, it's pouring down rain in here, guys. I was like, I hear this noise in the rain is it's raining sideways outside.
the wind's blowing.
I don't know if you guys probably can't see it. It is pounding my window. So if we lose connection, it's because it's hurricane outside. It normally doesn't rain sideways here. Oh my gosh, that's pretty bad. You guys can probably hear that.
Nicholas said Sweetwater has those picks. They're standard Dunlop flow.
Yeah. Well, they had Dunlop flows. I didn't realize there were so many Dunlop flows because we could read Dunlop flow on it. And the guy goes, "Well, they're right there." And I'm like, "Well, I didn't see them." I looked at the thing, and they had a ton of Dunlop flows, but none of the flows were like this one. So, this one you can kind of see through. It's like get it on the white wall there behind the light. See, it's almost translucent. It's pretty cool. Sorry, guys. I can't stop the rain. I can hear it in the headphones, so I know you guys can hear the rain slapping. Uh, so that's pretty much. If you're new, just join in. We're everyone here is cool, and this channel is about learning. So everyone contributes. But as far as going back to the guitar, so let's look at the. Well, before we get into, we have other news too, but. Let's get into this real quick. So, Linnell's first purchase was this one, and she bought this guitar used. And I think retail map, well, not retail, but map price on this one's $450. And this is an RGA 42 FM. And I will tell you guys, maybe it's because I played this one a little more. I think this one has some magic. Does the S model I was just playing play bad? No. But this one, I think it's the strings. Like I said, I think that one needs strings. This one plays a little easier. It's easier to bend the strings, but it is a little heavier. And this guitar is stupid light. We weighed it. It's like 5.5 pounds. So I'm going to say that guitar is probably going to come in just a fraction lighter. But she only paid $250 for this guitar used. And I thought it was new. Someone must have got it, just said nah, and took it back and traded it in. So she stole this guitar. This one, I think she fell in love with the beautiful top on it. And it is sharp. It is a beautiful guitar. I think once I put strings on it, it's gonna come back. It'll come back to life. I think these. I'm looking at the wraps up here, and this guitar was probably at the store for a little while. So I have no issues with that. I've got a ton of strings here. I'm gonna put some strings on it maybe tomorrow. Just double check the intonation on it. Make sure everything's good. Looking at the back of the guitar, it's got the little colored ball ends on it, so I'm assuming that these are Diodario. I don't know what kind of Diodario. I can probably go to Ibanez's website and it probably lists whether or not they're Diodario XLs or if they're NY XLs or just XLs. I would say it's probably Diodario XLs. So I got a set of those today for it. Because as soon as I picked it up, I'm like, okay, we'll just get some strings for it. So I think once I put strings on it, it's going to be phenomenal because it already plays really well, but it doesn't bend the notes as easy as the blue one. And I think the strings are just old, and that might be why I'm having a hard time with the B and the D string. That it's just not holding. It like goes out a little bit. And I don't necessarily think that's the nut. If you bend it hard, it does go out. That's the nut slipping. But I think the B and the D strings are just a little shot. That for whatever reason, I gotta take these off. Birdman supposed to arrive on Monday. So what's Birdman getting? I ordered a poster multimeter. Oh, that's the multimeter that like. Where's that? Like the one that I use. Where's that?
'Cause I'm having problems.
Yeah, it just said OBS Studio reconnected. It's going crazy down here too, guys. We're in the middle of a really bad storm.
Yeah, 1.5 for a while, go to 2.0 for fast shred.
I can't remember. In this area, we can't really afford too much more rain. Um, I don't. I don't know where my lighter went. We have gotten a tremendous amount of rain in the last month and a half, and if it continues to rain, our ground is pretty saturated right now. We've had a lot of basement flooding and stuff like that.
Jupe said he just looked at the radar. He said you got some heavy and red storms there. Yeah, we do.
Yeah, you got a lighter, hon?
I got mine.
Yeah, I don't know what I did with mine. You know me, squirrel brain.
Yeah, that's because you lose all the lights.
Yep, I lose them all.
It's cold.
She's picking on me, guys.
It might be in the bedroom.
I only have one bad habit, and smoking is one of my bad habits. But everyone here knows that. So, let's talk. What happened and transpired today? I think we brought it up on the last stream that Linnell was looking at the Crackle Jackson, and I think guys, I could be wrong. I think this is what's going on. I've always wanted a neck through guitar. I think everyone knows that. And I think Linnell is trying to beat me to the neck through guitar. Because the guitar I just ordered is a bolt on. I don't technically have a neck through. I have a set neck FMT Fender, but it's a set neck. I have a Epiphone Les Paul with an access cut. But again, that Les Paul is not neck through. It's a set neck. So Linnell wants this Crackle Jackson, and it is a neck through guitar. And she put it. She had him order it today. So not only am I going to be making payments on my new guitar for a little while, Linnell has ordered a guitar without playing it. So we'll see. She's gonna talk to him. Wow, you could see. Did you see the lightning? It's bad here.
What are you talking about? You ordered a guitar without playing.
Yeah, but from Sweetwater.
Yeah.
I'm just picking on her. So she's ordered this guitar, and the way he thinks it's gonna be here rather quickly. So I'm sure once it comes in, they'll let her go down and tinker with it. But it's going to be a little while. She's got to make payments on it. Um, yeah, Avery flashed us. Ha! It's pretty good, Devastator.
Rock said in the Thunder Rolls.
Yeah, exactly. It's bad, guys. I need to move my. Something else I've noticed, guys, with YouTube, I have a secondary YouTube window. The longer the stream, the more the YouTube.
Niles has to go. He said he's had a long day of airports and plane rides.
Oh my gosh, Niles. Okay, thanks, man, for coming in, and definitely thanks for the donation up there. That I mean, that really does support the channel, man. It does. All the money coming in on super chats on the live stream go to purchasing the next guitar to review, and then everyone knows that that guitar is going to be given away. So that guitar won't be sold; it'll go to a subscriber. We Devastator and I and all of us need to come up with whatever program we want to use that'll go through the people that are subscribers, so it picks the person. So thank you, man. Get some rest. Thursday night, yeah, I was up late because, guys, I always watch the stream. I got 2.5 hours of sleep and went to work on Friday. It was awful. Friday was a task for me. But I think Thursday night stream, I am complete. It's funny, I was so prepared for Thursday night. Tonight, with going to the music store and everything else, I'm completely unprepared. So it's just a hangout night tonight, guys. Put this out real quick. So Linnell has put this guitar on layaway, and so that's going to be another guitar to review. And if you go and you watch the Jackson live review, and I kind of disagree with how YouTube does that. To find the video, you can't go to the main page because the main page shows videos. YouTube considers that a live show, even though it is live, but it's a video review. So to find it, you got to go under live and then click on it. If you go there, I added a link at the end of the video to a commercial that Shenandoah Music did, I don't know, 3 years ago. And you'll get to see the owner and his brother, and you'll get to see the store a little bit. It's a short video. They're two cool guys. So I went there today, talking to them. It's like family going over there. The one guy that comes into the chat, what's his name?
Oh,
He comes into the chat sometimes. He was there. I can't remember his name. If anyone can pull it, I know that he said, "Oh yeah, Avery and I were at Shenandoah Music." I can't think of his screen name now. He comes in occasionally. He was there. He was, again. He's probably worse than me, guys. He has so many guitars and amps. He was there trading in 2 guitars for something else. He's constantly buying, trading, selling. Just constantly rolling through amps and guitars. It's like he said, I want to play them all. So he'll trade this guitar for this guitar, then take the guitar he just traded for this one, take it in, trade in, get something different. He's there at least every 2 or 3 weeks trading or swapping or doing something. So he was there trading in a guitar.
Birdman said that it was sad for you to turn in the red jacket.
Yeah, well, I was standing at the counter, Birdman, and I had walked through. They've got those, I call them little Texas bar gates that go behind the counter, and I don't normally go behind their counter. I don't work there, but I had a very expensive guitar, and they were tied up with customers, so I went behind the sales desk and went into the office and dropped the guitar off, and then come back out, and Linnell, we paid off this guitar, because this guitar had been on layaway. So I made the last payment on this one. And then she also got a gig bag for it. $30 gig bag, guys. I mean, it's $30. She goes, "You want a gig bag for it?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'll take one of those really cheap gig bags." It's a nice gig bag for $30. So we got a gig bag for it. And then we were like, okay, we want. And he goes, something different? I said, yeah, she wants this Jackson. And then Linnell described it, the Crackle Jackson, to him. He goes, okay, let me look it up.
Yeah, but both
What we'll probably do, they've got guitars above their counter, like their sales counter. And that's where people can't get to them. So I'll ask them, hey, if you want and you want to use it as a display while we're making payments, put it up on your display wall because they've got a really old Fender. Oh, I just got another OBS warning, so evidently it's still bad through here. So yeah, it'll be lagging, guys. I apologize. So I think I got all that stuff pretty much done. Yeah, I'm sorry, Jupe. We get bad weather here sometimes. So I'm going to scroll up and see if I missed anything important. Has anybody... That FMT Fender is amazing. I just rolled up and saw Vox's comment. I love my FMT Fender. I really do. That's a nice instrument. Sad thing is, Vox, it's been out here for the last 5 or 6 months. I literally just put it in its case and rotated stock out here. So I have my yellow Kramer out right now. So the FMT will probably be at least 6 months before it comes back out. I've been playing some different guitars. Really been playing Linnell's Ibanez the most. So what we might end up doing is, this is her black Firefly Les Paul back here. That's a really nice guitar. I redid the frets on that guitar and we put the burst buckers in it. So that's a great playing guitar. So we're probably going to put that one away. And the Jackson 7-string I'm probably going to put up for sale. It was bought for a review. The review's done. I don't play it that much. So it was bought for a review. The review's done. So it probably needs to find a home. And then I've got my P90 Firefly out. And of course my hollow body will always be out because I only have one hollow body. So I don't really have anything to switch it out with. So my Epiphone Dot stays out here. So I try to keep things rolling through. But the FMT is an awesome guitar. You know what's sad, Vox? I just rolled up and saw another one of Vox's comments. I didn't cut the grass last weekend because the ground was so wet. So now my grass is really tall and it's raining cats and dogs outside. So odds are I will not be able to cut the grass again tomorrow. So it's probably going to be knee high before I'm able to cut the grass.
that just means me and Trim will be putting.
Vox says, we've been talking about Jackson ever since the fire went out. I'm going to say that that's a Michael Jackson reference. I'm not too sure. I don't know. So has anybody gotten something new? I know we kind of went over Jupe's neck last week. Oh, thanks, Devastator. Bid for the 7-string. Oh, my God. Ah! We can play the 7-string. I haven't played the 7-string in a long time, guys.
He wants to know what's your favorite band playing back in the day?
Favorite band. Well, I can qualify that a couple ways, Jupe. I went and listened to a lot of bands live. I would say the best, and I'm going to qualify this statement. When I say best band, I'm going to say the band that had the best choreographics, okay, and played the songs as well as what I heard on their album. And you guys are probably going to laugh, but I'm going to give that to Winger.
Jerry
That band, hey Jerry, what's going on? That band Winger, they had a stage presence. Now, their choreographic stuff was good, and their sound, granted, it takes more than the musicians. Their equipment, the sound people, the stage lights, perfect. Best band as far as playing note for note that I'd ever seen. Um, it wasn't something that I listened to. I went with friends. I wasn't a big Winger person. Um, Trying to think of my favorite. I had a time when Iron Maiden. I mean, I had all the picture albums. You know, you bought the album, and it had the picture of Eddie on it. I forget what they called it. It was like printed on the top of it. I had all the picture albums. I wish I had them still. They're probably worth a lot of money. Went out of the Iron Maiden phase. Um, I don't know. I listened to weird stuff. I listened to Greg Howe back then. I was a big Malmsteen fan. Um, what was it? Can't think of the guy's name. I listened to a lot of like neoclassical or Saturani, stuff like that. I listened to the out of the box stuff. Alex Godfrey, if you guys haven't heard of him, he played violin and mandolin, and then he invented the guitar called a pentaguitar, and it used a different string combination. It did you couldn't play like G D on. I can't remember if Fender or Gibson actually made some of these guitars. It was called the pentaguitar. They're worth stupid money now. That was Alex Alex Godfrey, I believe was the guy's name.
Jim said
Um,
he was very much into REO Speedwagon when he was a kid in the 80s, then he moved on to much heavier stuff.
Yeah, I mean, as far as going out with friends and listening to music. It was a lot of Def Leppard, Slaughter, uh, Queensryche. Um, I mean, anything that was popular at the time, because I was always in the clique, if that makes sense, running around with everybody. So I got exposed to everything, even the punk rock stuff. Listened to a lot of Nine Inch Nails, the Dead Kennedys. Um, Listened to a lot of the Dead Kennedys. Squeeze. Squeeze was big. Um, I mean, really, I had a pretty open musical. The people hung around listened to everything. So, even jazz and blues. But, a lot of kids, because I was a kid, a lot of kids just listen to one style of music. But I could go anywhere to any party and get along because I'm like, yeah, I know this group or I know the song. I was really easy going when it come to that kind of stuff, guys. I really was. If it was music, I liked it. And I always put rap down until I went to network studios and I saw how difficult rap was to actually do rap back in the day. Those artists had a lot of talent to be able to do what they were doing. Now, they were chopping up other people's music, but the actual rapping itself and making things that wasn't really designed to be sung or done that way flow to a certain pattern, that takes a lot of talent. So I started to I didn't listen to it, but I did respect rap after that, if that makes sense. Huh, honey?
Tom Surfing Alien.
Oh, Time Surfing Alien's in. And that's for anybody that didn't get the clap, because Time Surfing Alien loves the clap. Hey! Let's plug this one in. Now, if you don't remember the review on this guitar, I think the pickups are okay. And this is a V, so I have to scoot way out on the chair so I can put the V on my leg. V's are not your instrument to sit in the chair and play at home. I think they're okay if you put them on a strap. Ooh, and it's way out of tune. Wow. might be too far out for me to even mess with. Yeah, it's way out, guys. I might have it in some strange tuning too. I'm bad for that. And I don't even know where I'm at. It's very hard. I'm not used to these are like 20 to 1 tuning ratio, so I'm turning and turning and turning and turning. It's barely making a difference. I guess for this style instrument, that's what you want. And it takes a little while to get used to a 7-string, guys. I haven't played this thing. So the B string will really mess you up. And you can hear it in the pickups. It isn't as clean sounding as the Ibanez. And see, I'm wanting to reach up for the top string. This is not an E, it's a B. And you can hear it's out of tune already. Yeah, this guitar I think plays fine. I'm not a 7-string player, but the pickups are just dirty sounding. They're not. I mean, I get it. It's distortion, but they just don't have a. Well, maybe it's not. Everyone's different. would take me too long to get used to the 7 strings. But if anyone wants to conquer the 7 string thing, hit me up. Um, this guitar is going to be let go very cheaply. It was just here for something different for the guitar for this channel to review.
Devastator said it's a drop A tuning.
Yeah, the B string is not set to B right now. That's why I didn't really mess with trying to tune it. But they do have 20-to-1 ratio tuners on it. So you really got, if the string's out a little bit, you got to turn it quite a bit. But that helps when you start getting into these alternative tunings, like you start getting into drop C on your E string. And then, I don't know what they put the B on drop C. But when you get down into those real low tunings like that, a 16-to-1, 17-to-1 tuner, it gets a little finicky. So I'm pretty sure that's why they put these tuners on it for the drop tunings. It's a hardtail, so that's really what it's designed to do. So on those type tunings, maybe these pickups work. It's not my style, if that makes sense. It was just something I thought would be cool to review. And I actually like the headstock on this. I mean, it's a V, but something other than the standard V headstock. So it's actually quite cool looking. And it's not a heavy guitar. The neck is actually quite thin on it. Now it is wide because it's a 7-string, but the thickness of the neck is quite thin. And it's a satin back finish. So if anyone wants to dabble into the 7-string thing, let me know. That one's going to be sold very cheaply. Like I said, it was just here for review, and I bought the guitar stupid cheap. I got it, I think, for about $80 less than the map price that everyone has it for. I'd have to go back and look at the reviews and the content on it, but I would say the guitar is probably made, since it was reviewed, $30 or $40, because that wasn't a big review as far as how many views it got. So it's probably made $30. So you take that into account. I can't remember what I paid for it,
Steve is on.
but it's not going to be expensive. Hey, Steve, what's going on, man? So if anyone wants to dabble in 7-string, send me an email and I'll cut you a heck of a deal on it.
Well, Devastator said haven't seen Cole Had this week. Hope he's alright.
I must be losing my hearing.
Devastator said haven't seen Cole Had this week. Hope he's alright.
Oh yeah, Cole, our friend in Israel. I have not seen him either. So yes, I am concerned that that he's okay. So everyone pray for Cole because he's in Israel. Pentagore, I figured out my 5-string bass, but mainly because it tuned not the way most do. Instead of tuning the high string higher, I went with dropping the low string lower. That made more sense to me. Yeah, if you I was so used to tuning 35-40, which is basically down a half step. It took me a while to get used to actually using a tuner again. When I started doing guitars, it was like, well, just tune it, standard tuning. And I'd tune it up, I'd be like, because I got so used to tuning a half step down. It does change the way a rock guitar sounds. It really does. It changes the way the chords break up. There were some bands that tuned down a whole step, but most rock and roll was a half step. Most bands played a half step down. And a lot of people said it was because of the singers and the high notes they were singing. I don't necessarily think that was the case. I think it was just the way the strings vibrated on the neck. 35-40, it just sounds better. I think the blue guitar here, is tuned 35-40. I think it's tuned down a half step. This one, I have no idea where it's tuned to because I didn't actually tune it. So that might actually be something funny to check. Let's check my ear because my ear is horrible. And let's see what my ear thought was tuned. This will be a nice, funny thing. So everyone knows I've got my Peterson tuner here. So let's set the Peterson tuner up there, and we're gonna check Linnell's new guitar because I didn't actually tune it to a tuner. I just kind of went, okay, that sounds about right. And that might be why it feels funny. It might be tuned to E sharp or something. And the channel is off. So let's see what we're actually at. So that's not horrible. Why is the screen dead on it now? Oh. Why'd my screen die? Oh, there it is. I don't know why. It's turning the screen off when I go sideways.
Steve said producer wifey needs a mic.
So it is tuned. It is tuned a little below E. So my ear is getting better. It's not tuned to E flat. So that's not horrible. I thought it would be much worse than that, guys. Just going, yeah, it sounds about right. And then I just tuned all the strings to the upper E. You know, I'm sure you guys have done that. You don't have your tuner, you're like, I don't feel like going to get my tuner. I'll just tune to whatever the E string is, or pick a string and you just tune to that string, and it's what they call good enough. So that's pretty good that I got it that close. I'm kind of surprised. So if you're new in the chat and you haven't been here, this is Linnell's guitar she picked up today. It's got a burst quilted maple top. Stupid thin. Ibanez. She's turned into an Ibanez and Jackson snob, guys. That's all she'll look at now are Ibanez's and Jacksons. So, high-end guitars. Now, before Devastator says anything, I just ordered a PWM 20. So since Linnell has got in on the Ibanez boat, she's probably going to play the PWM 20 more than I do. I guarantee it. I got a feeling she's going to like that guitar when it comes. You know, Pentagore, going back to your bass, I've got a 5-string bass that I really need to put strings on. I've got a Squire custom shop. When Squire made custom shop guitars, it has EMGs from the factory. Got a blend knob. Got a boost circuit. It's an awesome bass. I really need to put new strings on that bass and start playing it again. It's a beautiful instrument, and I actually like playing bass. I think bass is a cool instrument, and I've been meaning to do it. It's just I haven't. It seems like life has a way of getting in the way, and if there's an instrument right here that I can play, I usually just pick that up and play it. But I need to get to fixing that guitar and getting it up to snuff. I tune my stuff to D. Okay, I can see that. That's just a step down, right? Yeah. Yeah, it's just a step down. There was a lot of rock artists tuned to D. I call that a step down. I get it. You're tuning to D. It feels great. It has got it less than 100. Oh, less than 100. You're talking about the Ibanez you just got, right? If you guys didn't see last live stream, Birdman got an Ibanez for like $80 some shipped.
He said he's picking around his, I don't know how you say that, CST 90?
I have to go up and see what he said. Kaya CST 90. Don't know that one, Birdman.
I think it's an acoustic. I think he was talking about it earlier.
Yeah, my chatter, nothing's working right. Can't scroll down. So, what has everyone been looking at? Is there anything new? Speaking of devastating, I keep forgetting you guys are behind in the chat. I got ready to move on. Speaking of 5 string basses, I have a Sterling Stingray 5. I want to replace the pickup in it. What do you all recommend as a good bass pickup? Uh, I'm an EMG guy when it comes to basses. That's just me. I like EMGs. Every bass I've ever owned. Other than I had a Fender P bass that was passive. I like EMGs in a bass. I'm not big on signature stuff, but if I got some David Elsom's bass strings, Megadeth, it was not disappointed. They were not expensive for a 5 string set. You know, Pentagore, I'm not much on signature stuff either. I got a PV Vandenberg. Well, now that I'm thinking about it, actually, I guess I have 3 signature guitars now. I got a PV Vandenberg, an Epiphone Alex license, and now the Paul Wagner model Ibanez. That's what PW stands for. It's a Paul Wagner model, and it's a 20. I don't know what the 20 stands for. And I didn't even know who Paul Wagner was, so I had to look him up. He's not I wouldn't say that he's a super famous guitarist by any mean. He was a backup guitar player for, what did it say he was a backup guitar player for?
I don't
Was it Tool?
remember. No, I don't think it
It
was.
wasn't Tool. He was a backup guitar player for a big band. He's done some independent stuff, but I hadn't really ever heard of him. But I think he designed a nice guitar. Um, this is my first time literally just buying a guitar off a thought.
He was backup for Lamb of God.
Oh, backup guitar player for Lamb of God. That's what he was. He's a backup player.
That was between 2010 and 2014.
Yeah, between 2010 2014, backup player for Lamb of God.
He also played in the metalcore band Prayer for Cleansing.
Prayer for Cleansing, metalcore band. He does a lot of hardcore metal. I mean, really hardcore metal stuff. So, uh, those are my 3 signature series. I don't think I have anything else that's a signature series. Pretty sure that's it. So I'm not big. It always feels funny playing someone else's, I guess, designed guitar. If that makes sense, I kind of look at it that way. You're playing another artist's guitar.
Steve said he picked up a Squire Affinity bass that looked like it was stored in a barn for 60. Took it all apart, cleaned up the fretboard and frets. Plays pretty nice for 60 and elbow grease. He said it could use some new pickups.
There's nothing wrong with Squire. Nothing, buddy. Trust me, Steve. Um, is that channel muted? I think it is. So, for giggles, and again, I haven't played this guitar in a while, so it might be out of tune. Here's one of my Squires. Love this little guitar. It's quacky. Let's plug this guy in. It's not. I like playing hair music. It's definitely not a hair guitar by any means, but it does certain things really well, and it's fun to play. That's the big thing. It's fun to play.
Jerry White said he starts a new job Tuesday. Give me a couple weeks and I'll pay for a Solar. And he's interested in the Jackson V. Maybe we can send the Solar to you for review and see who wants or likes what.
Oh, okay, Jerry. I'm all up for that. Like I said, I'll make you a stupid deal on the V. Let's look at this one. So this is my Squire, and it's out of tune too. I guess it's been a while. I've been playing all the Nels guitars. Guitars will let you know if you don't give them attention. It hasn't been played in a while, guys. I gotta detune it and bring it back up. But this guitar here, I paid $329 for it, and I don't know if you guys read my post. Fender just had a massive price increase across the board. I couldn't believe it. This guitar right now, I think is $429. It's like $100 more than I paid for this guitar. And when did I get this guitar? Right before Christmas? It was right before Christmas. So $100 price increase in 7 months. That's crazy. I mean, I was telling people how it was a good deal at $329. But at $429, okay. Now, granted, like I said, it's not a hair guitar. But if I put this one at $429 and this guitar here at $450 now, okay, because this is $429 in the store now, $450 for this one wins hands down. No doubt. No doubt the Ibanez hands down. The drawback is the Ibanez, you can't split the coil on it. This is single coils, so it does give you a different sound, but I can't. I think, let's go down to the bridge position. That's bridge, okay, so let's gotta tune it again. It's not happy. It's telling me don't let me hang on the wall that long. Okay. It and the bridge, it's meaty. It's mean. Don't get me wrong, but yet you can move it up to this position, turn the distortion back on it a little bit. The pickups are responsive. So rolling the volume back. It's a good guitar, but at their new price point, I can't. I don't know.
Birdman wants to know if you can show him details about the dreaded trio chord.
The dreaded, what is it?
Trio chord.
Trio chord. Trio chord. He's gonna have to give me more information. I got a squirrel brain. Everyone knows I really do like this guitar. So if we go up to our lipstick pickup here, I'm gonna turn the volume back a little bit. I thought this was a great buy at $329. Is it still a bad buy at $429? It's not a great buy. It does what it does, but I'm talking about for me because I play more hair music than anything. At $329, I can justify this guitar because it was so inexpensive, and it gives me something else that I can play that makes me play a little differently. At 429, I don't know. It's still a good guitar. I think it's worth that. I'm kind of tainted because I know I paid $100 less for it. But it does play nice. It does have some good sounds in this guitar. Messed that up totally. But that's just the world we're living in, guys. It's the market's changing. I think it's still a good buy, though. It's not the buy that I got, though. But this is just how things are changing. We got on this because people down Squire. I like Squire. I've got I have 4 Squire guitars. Well, 3 Squire guitars and 1 Squire bass. And all of them play fine. Good instruments, good quality instruments. The thing with this one is they didn't downsize the body. Squire's got a bad habit of making their guitars thinner than the Fenders, but this one they didn't do that on. It still has the 1 3/4 thick body. So that's the first thing people go, oh, well, the body's not the same size on the Squire. It is on some of their models. Some of their models still have the 1 3/4 body. It just depends on the one that you're looking at. If you're looking at the Infinities, now the Infinities, yes, the body's actually a little shorter, and they're usually 1.5 inches thick. So they are, saving a little bit on the material. It's not a lot, but it's a little bit. It prevents them from having to buy 10-quarter material. They can go and get some 8-quarter material. And no matter how bad that 8-quarter material is, they can make 1.5 inches body. They can probably do it out of 7-quarter as well, depending on how many pieces. The fewer the pieces, the harder it becomes, because if the board warps, you have to plane more off. That's why companies who use 5 or 6 pieces, the narrower the board, the easier it is to true up and maximize your yield on your planing. That's the point in it. Plus you can glue up scrap. So they save a lot of money there. Jupe says, women I've dated were all nuts. And Jupe is saying that when I'm making the funny faces by doing what I'm doing. There's probably a lot of women would tune into this show and see me doing that and they go, that guy is definitely on something or he's nuts.
Birdman said it's the devil chord that's in blues music, plus lots of others.
The double chord. I don't really know which one which one you're talking about. I can detune the amp here a little bit, and this guitar will probably do a little better. And I'm not changing any settings, guys. All I did was put it on crunch, so I have no idea how much distortion crunch is. A little bit to it. It's got a little bit of distortion. Now I can turn the distortion up. I'm assuming you're talking about this chord, Birdman. guitar's got a good sound. And I pointed this out. This bridge pickup is a little microphonic. Check, 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 check. So it is just a fraction microphonic. This pickup right here. If we go into the second position, that's where I think this guitar really starts to shine. Is in the second and fourth position. Good sounding second position. If we go to our fourth position, this is where a lot of people claim the Strat just sings. It's got that sound, guys. Yeah, don't let anybody, this channel's about honesty. There's nothing wrong with Squire. They make good, solid products. We're always in search of the best deal. For me, I got this at a really good price. If you guys can still find this guitar in the 350 price range, it's a steal at 350. And I'm not going to say 429 is a bad price for what it does and what it is. It's a Strat that I can play because of where the volume knob is. It does all the Stratty things, and it does a little Telecaster things too. So for me, this is a good in-between guitar.
Jerry said he's going to take a Pinnacle intermission and fit a 1.5 mile walk-in. I'll be back.
Oh, is it intermission time already, guys?
Devastator said, Avery's running over on the intermission.
If it's intermission times, we could do the intermission thing, guys. Let me. How long have we been on? I'm checking the. Oh yes, it is definitely intermission time. I apologize, guys. Sorry. We're gonna take a 5-minute intermission. We just go out on a tangent, guys. That's what it's about. It's like going to the music store. So let's take a 5-minute break. You guys get some popcorn because you probably need more ammunition to throw at the computer screen as I misspeak and mess things up. And everyone use the restroom. Get your drinks. Get some nibbles, and we'll be back in 5. All right, guys. I guess the big thing is tomorrow's Father's Day, and I want to say Happy Father's Day to everybody. That's dad. Devastator made some comments that he's got some free get out of jail cards. So that means that he's either going to get a really, really, really expensive guitar, or he's going to do something really stupid now that he thinks he can get away with it. And he'll trade in one of his get out of a jail cards. I saw that up in the chat. Linnell pointed it out to me. But I want to take some time, guys, and thank everyone that comes. The channel is growing. So this new thing that we are doing, it's obviously working. It's taking me a little while to get used to what I'm doing now. I think for me it's a lot easier. Doing the live reviews are a lot easier, and I hope the people watching them understand how much easier it is for me. I want to do professional stuff, but also, you know, want it to be entertaining. You don't want to watch someone just ramble through things, and I'm bad for sometimes going overboard. So doing the live reviews like we just did on the Jackson, I went back and looked at it, and I missed the action height. You know, it didn't have my gauge, but I think we did a good review on that guitar. I think we did a good review on the Nashville Telly. I will say this: the live reviews don't seem to get the traction that an actual video gets. So it could be that this channel's only been doing live for about 6 months now, and it's taking YouTube that long to change the IA or AI algorithm to where, okay, this channel's doing live reviews now. It's still doing a few videos, but the reviews and stuff now have pretty much went to live. And I think it's a lot easier for us. Again, I reach out to you guys. When I first started the channel, and some of you were here at the very beginning posting on those reviews. Hey, could you add this to the review? Could you do this to the review? And again, I'm asking you guys anything that I can do on the live reviews to make it better with the equipment that I have here. I want to try to do it. Everyone knows I do want to do some of the things that the other channels do. I would love to get to the point where I can get the program to put your all's chat comments right up on the screen and actually go through them, and I could see it better, if that makes sense, because the chat window on YouTube is really behind. I don't know if it goes into OBS or if you have to watch it in YouTube Studio, but that's something I would like to add. So I'm always trying to improve. I just want to thank you guys for, you know, hanging out with me and dealing with the ups and downs and my learning curve. It's been awesome. It really has. When I started doing this, I think everyone knows. I went on YouTube and I'm watching people review things, and it just seemed so fake, if that makes sense. I wanted to do something different that no one was really doing. And I think we've accomplished that. I think this channel, everyone here is musicians, and we tell it how it is or how we feel it is. And that's really what counts, is how you feel about a product. If you buy something and you just don't like it, then you don't like it. The question is, can we put that into terms to where we can explain to someone why we don't like it? That's the tricky part. And what I found tricky is just what I said about the Squire. Things change. When I did the review, that guitar was $325 or $329 is what I paid for it. That was a heck of a deal for a Fender product. Does Fender need to raise their prices? I don't know. But I got to look at it versus the Ibanez. For my style of music, the Ibanez is a far better buy. Okay? I buy, just like I bought my hollow body, I bought that one used. I don't play the hollow body that much, so I don't want to spend, you know, $3,000 or $4,000 on an ES 335 Gibson. I had, believe it or not, guys, if you go back and look, I had an Ibanez AMH 90. The fit and finish on that guitar was, I mean, top notch. Beautiful fit and finish on that guitar. It played good, but it just didn't. It, it sounded good. I just didn't. There was something about it. So I sold it. I got a Firefly hollow body, and it played more like a metal guitar than it did a hollow body. And I'm kind of like, this really doesn't sound like a hollow body. This thing sounds like it's got DiMarzio super distortions on it. If you go back and watch the review on that 338 Pro, I play some metal music through it, and it actually sounded pretty good. But it didn't really have the hollow body sound, so I didn't keep that one. Played great though. The Epiphone Dot, that thing's a hollow body. It sounds like a hollow body. It feels like a hollow body. It plays great. So that's what I'm playing. So for me to describe that to you when I do the reviews, the only thing I can do is I try not to be biased, but people go, well, what do you think of it? Well, that's kind of an opinion. So I kind of tell people it plays easy, it plays nice, it frets easy, you get good harmonics out of it. I try to go over the feel of the frets. I try to show you the output of the pickups. And that's why I always tell people, every guitar that you have you like, plug a multimeter into it, check it. Start writing that stuff down. When you find you get a guitar and you're like, man, this thing's just got a good sound. The readings that I give you guys don't really tell you the whole story. It really doesn't. It's just to give you a baseline to kind of know what to expect from that pickup. I can do two pickups and they'll be really close to one another in Henry's and in resistance. But odds are, if they're by two different manufacturers, they're not going to sound the same. But it will give you a general idea. Is this going to be a thin sounding pickup? Is it going to be twangy sounding? It should give you a basic idea. But it's definitely not the end of the story, if that makes sense. And there could be other ways of testing pickups that give you more information. I'm just not aware of them. The Henrys and Ohms seem to be what people use. So we give that information. I'm just trying to be better at what I do for you guys. At the same token, just like you guys come here to be able to chat and talk. So that's what I like to do. For me, this is my week wind down because I don't have to work tomorrow. I didn't have to work today. I don't have to come in, take a quick power nap, rest up, and then go right to a live stream. I've had the day to relax, and I look forward to it all day long. I say, okay, we're going to do a live stream, get to chat with everybody. It's cool. Steve goes, I would not post your direct email because when we do the live stream, I always have the live stream set up for replay chat. So these videos will stay up. So anybody and their brother will get your email if you post it here.
Steve can't find you on Teams. Devastator can't find Steve on Teams. So Devastator asked him about his email, and Steve said he'd rather not.
Okay, what you can do, Steve, if you go to my main page, okay, I'll give you mine because it's for the channel. It's Dominion Fretworks at gmail.com. Can you type that in the chat?
I can type it in, but you know, on my mobile app for Teams, I can't find you.
Linnell says on the mobile app for Teams, she cannot find me. I don't know if I can do a direct link or not, guys. Don't mean to hold up the stream, but let's see if there is a way. I have Teams up. I've never actually tried to do a invite to Teams.
You can you might be able to pull it up on the computer.
Invite to what's this, honey? Oh, okay. Well, hold on. Copy. Maybe this is it, guys. It says invite to Teams. So click on that and see if it works, if it takes you to my Teams thing. It had a thing, it said invite to Teams. So I'm gonna wait. So the link I just posted, if I go to my Teams, if I go under my header, it says invite. I copied the link and then pasted it. If someone would click on that and let me know if it actually takes me. Yes, All Tech Professional, that is it, Steve.
Yeah, that's what it comes up. I got it too.
So that is how you can get a hold of me on Teams. I should have done that. That's my apologies. I know that you had said something to me last week about it. New chat message. Okay. 1 request, 2 requests. All right, I'm accepting Steve. And oh, my funny honey sent me a request on Teams. So now we can chat. You know, it's like teenagers on their cell phone sitting at the same table sending one another text messages. So now Linnell can sit in the kitchen, I can sit in the living room, we can chat on Teams. So I'm just accepting Linnell, honey.
You can only do that like if I'm pissed at you and don't want to talk, I can just type.
So anyone wanting to join the Teams, it is not like Discord, guys. So basically, it's a place where we can upload photos, just pretty much for the live stream. This channel, I have a pretty difficult job, guys. So I don't want to promise things that I know I'm going to have a hard time doing. If we have a volunteer that wants to do some kind of Discord thing, and you guys want to start that up, I'm more than happy to let that person run it and link it to the channel. But I know my plate's full. Doing reviews, working on guitars, and my other job takes 100% of my time. But as the channel grows, like we have Jerry, we have Devastator, we have Mike, we have my funny honey, they're all moderators. So right now we have 4 people. And I know some channels have 50 moderators. We're still a small channel. We only have like 2,000 subscribers. They're important subscribers because I view it this way. A lot of my subscribers come back and watch the videos. My new analytics show very few new people. It's only like 25%. So we get so much return traffic from people that know the channel. Now, whether or not they're subscribed or not, I don't know, but they're returning viewers. That makes me feel good. Most channels say that's not what you want. You want all new subscribers. Well, I want the subscribers that already had to come back. They subscribed for a reason because they like what they saw. So if they're not coming back, that means I'm not doing something right. Maybe I'm not sanding the frets a certain way, or this or that. I want people that subscribe here, I want to earn their subscription and know what the channel's about. It's not about flash. You guys go back and look. I've never had a clickbait title ever. At least I don't. It was never intended. If I had something that you thought was clickbait, it was definitely not intended as. I don't put, oh, this guitar sucks or this guitar is blah. I just say, hey, I say what it is, full review, detailed. And that's usually just about it. I think I did one video is Firefly's QC dropping. And it was just an open topic because Mike, one of the moderators, got 2 or 3 bad guitars. I got 2 or 3 bad guitars from Firefly. One come in, the body was busted in half. So I made a video. Is the quality falling down? And I showed the guitar that had the crack in it, and I asked, who else is buying the last 2 production runs of guitars that's had a problem? But it wasn't clickbait. It was an honest, hey, I've done a lot of Firefly videos lately. A lot of people are saying they're having some issues with these guitars. Again with Teams. So we got another request. Pentagore. Okay. We got you, Pentagore. I'm hitting accept. And Steve has already sent us some pictures. I'm assuming Steve knows that when you send it to me, that's pretty much letting me know that you don't have a problem with us sharing photos. So let me click on this photo. Ooh, I like that blue. All right, we're going to go and hit share screen. Oh, that's the wrong one, isn't it? It's Teams. All right, so here's the photo Steve just sent us. So it says, yeah, this is an older Squire because it still says by Fender underneath, Squire Strat. I like this headstock more than any of them. The smaller nose on these. I'm not much on the, I guess it's considered the 70s Fender headstock with the bigger nose. It's got pretty grain on the fretboard too. I like the striping right here. It's pretty. Dual humbucker. That's a pretty guitar. And he sent us another picture. This one. Now the Squire I have has the outline gold letters like this as well. I don't know how long they've actually been doing that. So those are the 2 photos that Steve just sent us. Go back to the main screen. So that's pretty much what I use Teams for, guys. People just send in when they get gas or something, they bought a new guitar, they want to show it off. You can put things there. You can also send me, if I don't get right back to you guys, you can ask Devastator and Jerry. I will get to you. Just a busy life. And if I'm sitting here and I don't have anything to do, sometimes I can actually stop and chat, if that makes sense. It does happen. Sometimes I'm just like, I'm not going to work on a guitar. I'm not going to practice. I'm not going to watch YouTube. I'm just going to sit here and I'll have what I call self-time. And that's when I'll open up Teams and look through who sent what.
Steve said that's sort of what it looked like before.
Yeah. Oh, you refinished it. Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense now. I like that color. So Pentagore now, I think everyone should be able to find me, and that link is going to be perfect. I think pretty much everybody here has sent me something. I don't think Vox has. I think Jerry has. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's pretty good. But like I said, the invitation's out there for anyone that wants to maybe start a Discord, if that makes sense. And maybe we can do with a Discord thing, at any time anybody could access it and look at the photos and scroll back through topics and stuff like that. It's more permanent, if that makes sense. What's that, honey? Yeah, Devastators would talk to me before about it, but we would need to set up an actual Discord server and to do that. So, like I said, I'm up for volunteers. If someone wants to take that on for the channel, that would be great. Right now, I just don't. I don't have the time to babysit it, if that makes sense. Yes, I should, Devastator. I will. I will do that. Now that I know the link is there, I can go through and put the link in there. I'm still here. Okay, I gotta send Pentagore a message here, just so it locks in our thing. Here it is. So now that's a permanent window, James Pentagore. So at any time that connection's always there. It's a separate room. Now you can create rooms. Let's say James and Steve and myself want to create a group. I can create the group, and then at that point, once the group's created, like if I put everyone in the same group, technically speaking, that would be like a Discord server. We might be able to do it that way too.
Devastator said I'm on it, so I don't know if that means he's putting the link in or what.
Yeah, Devastator's on it. So let's see. The Discord thing might be easier. I know with Skype we did have up to 15 people on it, and at any time anybody could pull it up and post anything. I'm not too sure how the free version of Teams is going to work, if that makes sense. I'm sure they put some limitations on it. They want to make money. That's the thing. Skype was free, and Teams on this level is free, but they sell packages to businesses for Teams, so they want to make money. And I'm quite sure if we had 50 or 60 people on Teams, they would want to make some money for that. Yeah, Music and Gear is fine for the name Devastator. There is another YouTube channel called that. I'm not gonna. There's no way that guy doesn't know that the channel doesn't exist, because when you type it in, mine comes up, and both channels were started remotely about the same time. I think he's got like 5 or 6 videos, and that's it. So it's pretty obvious who's who. Jerry says I'm on it too. Oh my gosh, we're going to have 2 Discord servers. Be careful, guys. We don't want to confuse the AI system.
You don't even have Discord.
I don't have Discord on this machine. I had it on the last one. So I will have to download Discord to even get on my own server. Or their server under the Music and Gear name, one of the two. So has anyone else seen the price changes, going back to what we were talking about before break?
Nicholas has to go.
Oh, Nicholas.
He said it's shot time.
Oh, shot time. That's fine, Nicholas. I greatly appreciate you coming in and hanging out with us, man. It's a pleasure having you here every week contributing. Go have the shot and relax. So with the Fender pricing going up, that also affected the last review we did on the Fender American Standard. So now that guitar is $629. So we were talking about how relative that guitar is in relation to the Squier products. Well, when I first saw the Fender increase, I'm like, okay, they did this because now they got the Standard series and they're trying to separate the brand a little bit more. But then they upped the price on the Squier even more than they did the Fenders. So now the Standard Strat's in a really funny position. When it costs more, and the vintage vibe went up more percentage-wise than the Standard. So there's less gap between the two models now than there was when it was released. So it's kind of strange, to be honest with you. I'm thinking a lot of these companies are going to start. We're going to see a difference in pricing. We're going to see it this year. Pentagore, I multitask with that. Everyone's saying night to Nicholas. That's cool. So the Discord thing, we might even be able to. Trying to think. Remember, guys, we got this guitar to give away too coming up soon. So we also got gets a computer program in line on that to scroll through the subscribers for the guitar giveaway. And at the rate we're going, I'm going to say that we should be purchasing the guitar in the next month and a half or 2 months, as far as being at the $500 price point. So if we order the guitar in a month and a half and 2 months, it'll be a month on the review. So you're probably looking fall would be when the guitar would be given away. And if this is something that you guys want to do, we can do it on lower price point instruments. We don't have to do this is just what everyone kind of said, $500. But we can go to the $300 price point or whatever. It really doesn't matter. You guys pick that price point, so it's going to work. I still haven't. This will be good too. Once we get the Discord server in, you guys can post, set up a poll. That can be the first thing. What $450 to $500 guitar are we going to order? I'm really curious. I'm trying to get the brain and the average,
Brian and Average Joe.
but they don't seem to be interested. Okay, Devastator's got the Discord server under music and gear. Cool. Well, I gotta download Discord. I know it was on the. Was it on the laptop? I think it was on our laptop, and our laptop just died. So it died about a month ago. I've been using a tablet in the kitchen. So I definitely got to download Discord on this machine that I'm using. It's not on there. So I'll leave it up to Devastator to get things set up. I don't know much about it. If you can have established rooms and stuff like that. But I will definitely get a hold of you tomorrow, Devastator, and get with you on it, and we can check. I can check it out. Ah! Thank you so much, Devastator, for getting the first part done. Now I guess it's just up to us on however we get it set up. I got to download it. Never knew much about it. Yeah, I'm kind of on the Jupe thing. I know a lot of gamers use it because you can FaceTime and game at the same time. And it's like, I don't know if you guys ever used TeamSpeak, but back when I got into my limited run of gaming, Unreal Tournament, we used TeamSpeak. So I think Discord is just like the modern version of TeamSpeak. They just made it a lot more user-friendly, more open. Pentagore says, installing now. Cool. I don't want to install now because my computer's not too good and it'll probably end the stream. Is there, Devastator, can you post a link? Is that within your means? I don't think, the only way I can do it through the stream, I have to remove you as a standard moderator. So it doesn't give me the option to up your privileges in this window. So if posting a link is not within your privileges, it'll have to be wait till the next stream. But you should be able to post a link, I think, as a standard moderator. Let me know if you can't, and I'll go into my end of settings in YouTube and up your status as a moderator so you can post links. But you should be able to with what you have. So we got 20 people in the group. So we got people coming in and out. If you're new to the chat, we get together on Thursday nights and Saturday nights, and we just talk guitar stuff. Everyone's opinion here is worth 100%. Your opinion is just like everyone else's. We get together to discuss instruments, what we like, what we don't like, where the industry's going. Um, don't be shy. We do not have subscriber mode only on. I think that is just complete BS. I want you to engage with the people that you see in the chat. That's the point. You want good people to chat to. Join in the conversation. See if you fit in, which I'm sure you will. If you like guitars, you like music, you're going to fit in with the people here. Once you make the decision that you like the live stream, go check out the channel. If you like what I do, then you can hit the subscribe button. But I'm not going to force you to subscribe to, participate in this live stream. I disagree with that. I think you should come in, see if you like it, chat with everybody. I'm sure you will. Like I said, everyone here is, really good people. I want to earn your subscription. And I see Mike come in the group. Mike is our moderator, amp repair guy specialist. And I can vouch for him. He's a heck of a tech. So all amp related questions, go to Mike, because Mike's in the house. Mike is our professional pedal guy and amp rebuilder. He rebuilt an inline tube amplifier for me, or preamp, and works like new. Sounds great. Got some new tubes in it. I got more stuff to send him, but it comes down to I can't seem to stop bringing one of these home. So all the extra funds lately have been going to new guitars. What do you think, Mike? This is how we are on this channel. We talk to people by their names. Here's Linnell's latest purchase, Mike. Look at that quilted maple top on this beautiful guitar. Look at how it changes and morphs as I move it. Look how it disappears and then it comes back in. It's a beautiful quilted top on this guitar. Look at how thin the body is. It's like a ½ inch right here. Little under a ½ inch. It's crazy thin. Mahogany body, quilted maple top. Headstock does not have a laminate on it. It's just a black headstock. Hardtail. And yes, the pickups are phenomenal. And yes, it plays really nice. This particular guitar does need a little bit of nut work. But another outstanding guitar. Oh, something we haven't done. We're on this how heavy can it be thing. So let's actually weigh the guitar, because Linnell's all about the saving weight on these new guitars. So she wanted to outdo the other guitar. So let's see if she actually did outdo the other guitar. Let's see what this super thin S model weighs. My scale is at 0. So I'm going to put the guitar on the scale. This guitar weighs 5 pounds, 9.8 ounces. 5 pounds, 9.8 ounces. So, let's see what this one weighs. This is our other guitar, really light. This guitar weighs 5 pounds, 10.1 ounces. So she actually did get just a little bit of weight savings on the new one. Two very, very comfy guitars as far as weight. And both sound phenomenal. Yeah. But I do like the thinness when you're holding this guitar, the body. I I have to say that feels good in my hands. It feels good in my hands. It feels good resting on me. Mike, the Ibanez she got here. This one retails for MAP price is $4.79. I know my local store sells this one for $4.50. And that's what they sell it for is $4.50. You don't have to do anything to this thing. It's a great sounding guitar. Don't mess with it. Just buy it and play it. This guitar, the one she just got, the store price, MAP price was $4.99, and the store let her purchase this one for $4.50. And this guitar has the exact same pickups that guitar has. They're awesome pickups. Now, Devastator earlier in the chat put the name of the pickups. Ibanez uses these pickups in a couple different models. They are their own proprietary pickup, but they're awesome sounding pickups. And it has the Ibanez where you don't have to unscrew the truss rod. You just fold it down and have access to it. It's a nice guitar. But both of them are nice guitars. So at that price point, I'm looking at it this way, Mike. I paid $305 for this Firefly with this Floyd Rose fake tremolo on it. I've got to put $100 in it, bare minimum, to make it playable. I'm at $405, and I got to tear it apart. I got to fix it. I got to put new strings on it. I think I've already said it. This blue one, I'm calling this guitar. The blue one is an RGA 42 FM. I'm calling this the best bang for your buck.
What's the model of the other one?
All right, this one is the RGA 42 FM. I'm calling it best bang for your buck. This one, the model number on this one is an S621QM. And it's called a Dragon Eye Burst. And you can see, that's how you know you get a good top. When the top disappears, like right there, you really can't see the quilt.
Did you already tell them the price range?
This one, the MAP price is $4.99. But a store will sell it to you for $4.50 because that's what we paid for it, $4.50. Look at how the figuring disappears as you move it back and forth. And how it morphs and shifts as you move it. How it comes to life. Look, how it disappears right here. It kind of disappears right there. And then when the light hits it, now it really comes in. It's got a lot of color shift in it. It's a beautiful top. So we paid $4.50 for this. I believe MAP on it's $4.99. Again, it's hard to beat. And if you want one with a tremolo, they do have only one model in blue burst. That's $5.99, and it has the edge tremolo. So most of the ones in the S model like this, they have 3 models with the tremolo, but it has a pickup right here. So it's humbucker, single humbucker. The cheapest one's $5.99. Most of them are $6.50 for that model. But I kind of like the double humbucker, fixed bridge. But I'm giving the blue one best bang for the buck because the two guitars sound pretty much exactly the same. You just saw the weight is pretty much exactly the same. If you want to spend the extra $50 and get the Dragon Eye top, I get it. Yeah, it's a pretty top. The blue one, you do get the flame maple headstock on the blue one. And this top doesn't quite morph as much as the Dragon Eye. It does change a little bit, but not near as much as the quilted one. And this one, like I said, is $450. And if you see it for more, just call them. Right now, guys, I think I've said it a million times. You can't get a discount if you don't ask for it. And people want your business.
Steve said check the quilt on the Schecter pick he sent.
Okay, we're gonna check out a pick Steve sent. Well, I tell you, Schecter's big on this. So here's a picture Steve just sent. I'm gonna go to display screen. And there's the top on that one. See, Steve, how I view it, it's hard to do it with photos. When I look at a grade of a top, I want to see, let's say, let me go back. See, let me scroll in. See these spots right here where my pointer is? I want to see those change position, okay, as I roll the guitar back and forth. That gives me an idea of how thick the veneer is and how much finish is on the guitar. Because the amount of finish and how thick the top is will change how this piece of wood, how the light enters the clear coat, and how it affects the quilting of the piece of wood. This looks beautiful, okay? But how much does it morph? Some people don't want it to morph because depending on how you look at it, like this guitar, you don't see the quilt. So let's say you're sitting in a chair and you're talking about how pretty the guitar is. The guy to the left doesn't see it because you're just so happen to sitting a certain way. The way he's sitting in relation to the guitar, he doesn't see the quilt. But on stage, as you're moving around and the top morphs, it's a really cool look. So it's kind of hard with photos, but I do like the purple. Purple stains on quilted tops always look sharp. He's got another picture here. That's the C1 Platinum. Yeah, it's a sharp guitar. Let's zoom in on this one. It's got EMGs in it too. I'm going to say that I would like playing that guitar. I like that bridge. It's easy access. It mutes easy. The volume's down and away. I don't know about the selector switch being right there. I guess it wouldn't be too bad there. Be easy to change positions. I'd be curious the way I play and strum if I would erratically go down there and hit that thing. This kind of looks like a set neck or a neck through, Steve. Is that the case? It does. I'm not seeing a pocket here. It could be just the way it kind of looks like it's a neck through. I could be wrong.
He said it's a matte finish. He said he could buff it.
Oh, it's a matte finish. Okay, well, on a matte finish, you're not going to get too much morph in the top. So I go back to my other window. Matte finish. Yeah, I like Schecter. I think Schecter builds a heck of a guitar at their price point. They really do, guys. I think I showed Jupe's new, I don't know if you're going to call it, it's a Schecter with a wizard neck now. Because if you guys haven't seen pictures of that neck, go back and look at Thursday's live stream where I show off the sanding, Jupe's new reprofiled neck. He's going to love that thing. It is definitely set up to shred now.
Steve said that guitar was a birthday gift from his wife.
That's the best gift, isn't it? You know what the best gift my honey's given me? She got me a Yamaha Pacifica. And it's one of those guitars that I would not have bought at the store. But I will say this about, I think I said it in the review. The Epiphone Alex license, that's a working man's guitar. You can get a lot of tones out of it. But that Yamaha Pacifica, that thing will do so much. So many different sounds.
He said it's a set neck.
It's a set neck. Yep. Okay. Makes sense. The Yamaha Pacifica she got me, you can get it's a humbucker single. It's amazing the different sounds that you can get out of that guitar. It's an awesome guitar.
You gonna put your screen back up?
Oh, its screen's not back up.
Well, you got like all your screens up.
Sorry guys, that's my squirrel brain again. You saw the little tiny screen, little screen, little screen, little screen, little screen. Ah! That's just me, just not knowing how to use OBS. But let me get the chat back up. I lost the chat. Yeah, it's a set neck. Jupe, I will check it out.
You
So-
sent Pentagore a friend request on Discord.
Oh, okay. So those are the new guitars. If Mike's still in the group, he's probably got gas now for this Ibanez. I'm not throwing Firefly or Solar or any other company under the bus. Guys, what I'm saying is, for what I've had the opportunity to review, at the $400 and $500 price mark, I'm going to say these two Ibanezes are the best that I've had the opportunity to play at that price point. I would put this blue Ibanez, I would put it up to anything under 700. I really would. The only reason I'm not going above 700 is the polishing on the frets. And that's the only reason. It has a light polishing on the frets. If you polish the frets on it, I would put it 900 and under. If you're playing a fixed bridge. It's only because of the fret dressing, and they're not sharp. It's a fast guitar. So all they've done is broken the edge on the edge of the chamfer, and they've done a light polishing on them. It's not sharp. It's not. It'll pass the sock test. I'm not saying that it won't. I'm just saying it's not. There's not as much hand time on the frets on either one of these two guitars, but they're not sharp, if that makes sense. Still got to figure out Discord. Just new to me. Download it. Okay. Well, don't feel bad, Jupe. I'm going to download my own Discord thing. I don't know if Jerry got a link up for the Discord thing yet or not.
It was Devastator.
Devastator got a link up. I'm really having a squirrel brain night tonight, guys. So if you're just sitting in the background, Devastator has created a link and a Discord server for the channel. We've been using Teams, so maybe Discord's going to be the answer. It's definitely a place where you guys can go and hang out and send one another stuff back and forth, and not necessarily, come here to the live. You guys can share stuff through the week that you're doing or bought and post stuff there. You can go there and post it, or you can still use the Teams account and post things for the live stream. But that's something that you guys can get together through the week and chat. If there's a problem, we're a group. So you could post a problem there. I know a bunch of people here work on guitars, so that's a good place. Post a question. Someone's going to come back with an answer, whether it's refinishing or setting action height or adjusting your truss rod or whatever it is. There's going to be somebody here that can help you through it. Vox says he has Discord, so we're kind of waiting on a link. If we don't get it straight tonight, Vox, I will have the link and everything set up for next Thursday night stream.
He was picking. He said, I have Discord, or is it DAC cord?
I like it. So Devastator just set it up, so we still got a lot of work to do. Jerry White, hey Avery, I got $1,000 Solar.
He said, if I can.
Oh, If you get $1,000 solar, what body style color? I kind of like the natural wood V. They come in custom solar Duncans in them. When I was looking at solar, I was looking at one of their strap models. I was looking at, I guess you'd consider it one of their budget ones. It was like 350, 400 bucks. Um, every time I go and look, they seem to have white and black seems to be their main colors. Maybe that's just on their lesser expensive models. Um, I've only looked at, well, mainly looked at the S by Solar. I haven't really looked at their Soul R, their full product line. I was looking at S by Solar. I hear they're great guitars. Um, I don't know. I like loud, obnoxious stuff, especially on my shredder guitars. My Kramer Night Swan is black with these like bluish green polka dots all over it. I got a bright yellow Kramer. I love that. The Jackson we just had here, that rocket red, I love that color. That was like it wasn't neon, but yet it was bright enough to really get your attention. Um, I like bright, unusual colors on a shred instrument. That's just me. Uh, I mean, grays and blacks and whites are cool too. White pops. It really does. White pops. If I was getting a super shredder, I would probably go with an accented color. You know, like the green. They got, I don't want to say neon green, lime green, neon green, like a green that pops. A yellow. I really like Dean guitars had an MD24 in orange. And that orange, it wasn't so loud where it was obnoxious, but it was a cool looking orange. If y'all want to type in Dean MD24, they had a blue one and the orange one. And the orange is a sharp looking orange. So I like that orange. Um, it's all up to you, Jerry. If you like more muted tones, then go with a gray, a black, or a white. It's kind of up to you. I like loud and obnoxious. That's just me. Uh, the guitar I just ordered though is kind of muted compared to what I normally buy. It's a whitewash body. I don't I don't normally do whitewash, especially for a guitar that I'm buying for myself. It's not here. I'm not buying it for review. I'm purchasing it for myself. So that's kind of out of my what I normally buy, if that makes sense. I normally go with a louder color. I like loud things. Avery, have you considered trying a budget neck through guitar? I have three that I love, but I wonder if you would rather go with a known brand or something. Well, Pitagore, I talked about it, I think it was last week. At the end of the show, I said, look, we're doing a $500 guitar review. Um, actually, I brought up Harley Benton. Let me see if I can actually find that Harley Benton, and I'll post it for everybody. Give me 1 second. It is Reverb. So let me see if I can find that Harley Benton on Reverb. So I'm going to Reverb right now. Let me see if I can find it. Harley Benton. I don't have it saved in my cart. I should have really saved it in my cart. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to find one that's uh, actually in the Harley Benton store. I guess I should have typed in just Harley Benton store. Um, well, the one time that I want to find their store, I'm having a hard time actually finding their store. All right. I'm going to go back and just go through the listings. Here, I'll actually share the screen so I don't bore you guys to death. So here's the screens, and I'm looking for a neck through Harley Benton. It's like it has like a, I think it's a 5-piece or a 7-piece neck through. It is this guitar. This one's used. You can see the back on it. This one's a used example. It's a sharp instrument. That is just the. Let's go back to this one. This cut and profile right here. I mean, that's crazy nice. Comes with, these are the EMG retroactive pickups stock. And you can see that this is a hip shot bridge. It's got all the makings of being a phenomenal guitar. I was kind of hoping that they would list, up here it is, brand new. Now see, something I found on Reverb, look, exact same guitar. They've named something, this just says 6, this says BT. There's a $5 difference in price. Don't really know why. Let's go to this one. This one's new from the Harley Benton store. So they're saying arched modern comfort, body's mahogany, top is quilted maple veneer, 5-piece maple mahogany neck. It is a neck through body. Madagascar ebony fingerboard. Everyone knows that I love ebony. White dot offset dots, glow in the dark position markers on. So it's got lumen lay on the neck. Neck profile is slim modern C. Binding is wood, matching headstock. Fretboard radius 355 millimeters. I'm going to say I think that's pretty flat. I'd have to do what the conversion is on that. Scale 648 millimeters, nut width is 42. It has a Graph Tech nut. 24 jumbo blacksmith stainless steel frets, dual action truss rod. Here it is, EMG retroactive hot 70s ceramic bridge with the active hot 70 Alnico 5 neck. Guys, this is a heck of a guitar for $569. That's a heck of a guitar for $569. I've thought about ordering this guitar for quite some time, so you guys can hash over whether or not you want the channel to purchase this guitar and do the review and give it away, or if this is just a little bit too much money for everyone to pitch in on a giveaway guitar. It's completely up to you guys. Because whoever wins it, that's who gets it. Everyone's contributed. Hey, it's everyone's loss, if that makes sense. This is just crazy nice. String through body. I have to say that I will get one eventually, even if you guys say no, that's not what we're wanting to do. But I would say, as far as looking at neck through budget guitars, that's something to consider, right there. That's pretty sharp.
Mike said he'd recommend a Schecter C1 Plus, 2004 or later.
I'd recommend a Schecter C1 Plus. Hard shell neck through, awesome guitars, 2004 or later. The older the better. Yeah, I think they're trying to find something, Mike, new that we can do a review on. That's new, something that you can purchase right now. And then when we order the guitar, it's gonna get given away. So, Mike, your name will be in the pot. Vox's name's going to be in the pot. Jupe's name's going to be Birdman's names. And if you're a subscriber and you're active on the channel, because there's 2,000 subscribers. Well, I'm sure some of those subscribers aren't active. Okay, so we're going to put a link on. We do 2 videos a week. We're going to put a link at least for a month to enter. Okay, you got to be a subscriber to enter. And then we're going to verify it, and we're going to take those names and put in a pot, and then we're going to get a computer program to go through that list of people, and whatever it lands on, it lands on. So I'm going to guess, unless I'm wrong, I would say we might get 300 entries, max. Just going by the comment sections that I see, maybe we'll get more. I see the chat, the viewer content goes from 18 to 24, 25, 17. So people are coming in and out. So we would have to get a way to let them know how they could enter, if that could make sense. A lot of people pop in, if that makes sense. But it has to go to a subscriber, if that makes sense. That's what everyone agreed to, so that's what I'm sticking with. Heads up, if you order directly from HB in Germany and you get a bad one, you are stuck with it, as return shipping is crazy high. Yeah, what I just showed you is HB reverb. That's the only way that I would order a Harley Benton. And you are paying a little more for that guitar through the reverb page versus what it is if you go to Tolman. So they are upcharging you for it because it's already been sent here. But at least when you do return it, you're only return. I think it's New Jersey. I think is where that those are shipped out of. Devastator says, Vox, give him a few minutes. Vox says, no, I need it now. Right meow. I like that one. I decided to try an IV IP30 TBS neck through. Very impressed with the quality, fit, and finish. I'm not really a fan of that body style, but it's nice. Is that the one that has like the leaf pattern going up the neck? It's like a PRS kind of style, Pentagore. I've looked at that guitar for probably 2 years, thinking about getting one for review, and I just never pulled the trigger on it. I have 3 HPs, they're okay. One was less than okay before I broke it out, the Dremel. Yeah, I've had one Harley Benton, I think, one or two Harley Bentons on the channel. Yes, Pentagore says, yeah, that's the one he's talking about. I've thought about that guitar. I've heard people say good things about it. I think it now it's going for like $270, almost $300 for that guitar. They have a cheaper version. They have a set neck version. One is 168 and the other one's 200 for the set neck version of that guitar. It does not have the vine. They're just dots going up the neck. So that's a set neck. The one you have is neck through. Yeah. The only drawback to neck through is service. With a bolt-on neck, if anything ever goes wacky, you can shim the neck. With a neck through, if it does something wacky right in the body, not much you can do. The truss rod doesn't go all the way into the body. Keep that in mind too. Your truss rod on your neck, really from here to here, it's not doing much, guys. You know, it increases as it gets towards the center. Maximum adjustment and movement is in the center. So when you look at a truss rod on a neck through, it's not going to move like a bolt on. So if you end up with something funny going on down by the body, it's pretty much gonna stay that way unless you put it in a vise. Yeah, it's hard to repair. In other words, I have Pentagore. I have heard some people say that the Ivy stuff has kind of went downhill lately. I don't know if that's true or not, but I have heard through the YouTube review community that the Ivy stuff was better, 2 years ago than what they're doing right now. I can't say yes or no to that. Just telling you what I've heard from other content creators. Nothing kills good comedy like a bad spelling. Hey, I am the capital master at bad spelling. So just letting you guys know.
Fox said it's okay to work on your own guitar, but don't buy the Acme home dentistry set.
Don't buy the what?
The Acme home dentistry set.
I was going to get the Acme fret leveling tool, man. If Mike is still in the group, I want him to kind of, for people that wasn't here earlier, we're going to plug in Linnell's newest purchase. And I'm so bad for losing picks. Okay, let's hit the channel. This is the crunch channel on the Yamaha. So let's go through some settings here. This is the second position. That's got a lot of delay in it, doesn't it? I'm gonna take some of that delay out because we're not shaving the hair metal thing. Which one? You just go up to the amp and turn the knob. That's what I like about this one. This is a crunch channel, it's not clean. This is our third position. Go up to our fourth position. That's our fourth position. Let's go up to our neck position. It's got a good sound. Let's try to go all the way to clean. Not that I play anything clean, but let's give it a shot. That's our second position, up to our third position. That's the output right here. Let me cut it back. Up to our fourth position. Not too shabby. And this is our fifth position. It's not too bad. Now let's do what it was actually designed to do. Ibanez really doesn't make guitars designed to play too clean. What pickups are in position 2? In position 2, that is the split coil right here. using the forward coil in the clean. Position 2 and position 4 sound awesome. Okay, but since you're splitting the coil, the output is definitely cut. But they sound awesome in the clean. I will say in clean, position 3 and 4, there is still breakup. And that could be, I'm not actually using an amp. I've got everything set up. It could be something where I have the output of the Yamaha going too hot into the interface. That's position 2 right there. Even in dirt. The position 2 sounds good. This is position 3. This is position 4. Again, it's going to be the center coil right here, closer to the bridge. So it's splitting the neck. And number 5. My fingers are sore, guys. Been playing a lot lately. I like these pickups. They're mean sounding. So in the bridge position, you can definitely do the 80s hair stuff. It's got a good sound. It's mean at the same time. I don't think you're going to play country through it because like I said, these pickups are hot. They're definitely hotter pickups. But I think if you roll the volume back, 2 and 4, you can get some pretty cool tones out of it. So that's this guitar. Exact same pickups, guys. These two guitars have the exact same pickups. So let's unplug this one. It's got my headphones caught. Exact same pickups are in this guitar. Exact same pickups. They both of these guitars just have a good sound. I mean, we're looking at an inexpensive guitar that plays well. This particular one, the harmonics just the setup on this and the string selection, it does it well. But both of them, either one you guys want to pick one up there, I can't say enough about these. These aren't the Geo line, so Ibanez does have a more inexpensive line. I don't know what pickups they use in the Geos, but these two particular instruments here share the same pickup configuration. Now, the bridges do seem to be the same. So I guess it comes down to body construction, because the neck profile feels the same to me. So if there is a difference in the sound, it's just going to be the difference in the shape of the wood itself, the body style, and how resonant each slab is. I think they're fine, especially for that price point. If anyone in the chat, I see we have some new people joining in. If you have an RGA or an S model Ibanez, please post in the chat what you think of it. Let other people know. These are just, two different examples of those S model. This is the S model series. Very thin. And this is the RGA model series. I'm liking it. I haven't owned an Ibanez since '86. probably 86, 87 when I sold my Ibanez. I had an Ibanez Roadstar too. Pretty much, it was a nice guitar. I just at the time Ibanez wasn't it wasn't, Steve I hadn't come along yet. It wasn't really cool yet, if that makes sense. I mean, Ibanez was more of a copycat company at that time. Uh, they had just finished the lawsuit from Gibson, um, so they were coming out of that. And I think it was about 85 is when they really, 85, 86 is when they come out of their show and introduced the RG, and that's when Vi kind of made them go through the roof. I guess that was about 86, 87. So this was before all that. That's when I owned my Ibanez. Haven't owned an Ibanez since. I know they're great guitars. I think one of our very very first live streams, I talked about wanting one of the Steve Vai signature models, not the new one with the like phi thing in it, the one with the old style one with the monkey grip. Think that would be a cool guitar. You can get the Jim Jr. for $4.99. Now that's another one that could possibly be on the radar. You're at $4.99 on this one as well. So technically, the Jim Jr. Vi signature is the exact same mat price as this guitar.
Mike said, curious, what's the wood on such thin, white bodies?
This one's mahogany. This is mahogany body with a quilted maple top. Now, mahogany's bad, Mike. I can tell you this from experience at the shop. You kind of get a frame of reference of what mahogany should weigh. So you go up and pick up a slab of mahogany, and sometimes it's like, oh, what in the world? And you pick it up, it's just so heavy. But occasionally, a piece of wood will come across the table, and you go to pick it up, and it's like, whoa, wait a minute. You're like, hey, this is a really light piece of mahogany. Mahogany can really go, drastic from heavy to light. It really can. Very rarely, though, do I go up to the table and I pick a piece up and it's like, wow, that's light. They're usually heavy or they're just stupid heavy. You go to pick it up, it's like, oh my gosh, that's a heavy piece of mahogany. And mahogany's heavy to start with. But sometimes you go up and you go to pick a piece up and it's like, oh my gosh, and it's dense. But sometimes, yeah, there are times where you get a light piece of mahogany. And I think that's probably one of the reasons why that body is cut down so much. Is because they're trying to keep the weight down. It's very thin. Look at how thin that thing is. That's crazy thin. This is the strap button. Look at the bottom of the body and the top of the body to the strap button. The strap button is the same width as the thickness of the body. That's crazy. Now, granted, it ramps up a little bit, but the end of the guitar is the same width as the button on the guitar. It's thin. They cut the you know what out of the body on this guitar. Look how thin the horn is right here. That's quite thin. So that keeps the weight down. And it's obviously not hurting the sound of the guitar. When I play it, I feel it vibrating against my chest. So it doesn't seem to, I feel it. It has a nice, now this one, instead of feeling it right here, I'm feeling it more on the lower part of this carve, more down in my stomach than up on the horn of the guitar. Like I feel it more resident against my belly, if that makes sense. But it has a nice vibration to it. I can actually feel that vibration up in this hand as well as I'm fretting it. I don't know. Linnell has picked both of these guitars out, so we may make Linnell the new guitar. Uh, what do they call it? Zorro or whatever they call it, Finiciato of whatever the channel is going to review next, because she seems to pick winners. And if you wasn't here at the beginning, Linnell has put a guitar on layaway. She's ordered a neck through Jackson crackle finish. So that's going to be a couple months before you guys get to see it, because she's going to be making payments on that. But that seems to be her next toy. Where I'm thinking about. She's got this little Yamaha amp. She's going to be wanting floor effects and pedals and all kinds of stuff next, guys.
No.
Yeah, she said no. She's going, well, I want a rack mount.
No.
I need a 412 cabinet. Oh, I hear she's laughing in the kitchen. I got some Jackson Dinky strap buttons on the way. Yeah, there's, all manufacturers, like most of my guitars, when they're keepers, guys, I put the Fender or Schaller strap buttons on them, because I use the locking straps on my personal guitars. That's it, Pentagore. Just ask her.
No, don't ask me.
I told that's the funny story. I'm going to smoke a cigarette because I'm a smoker, but we're sitting at the music store. She's talking to the owner, and she's like, I want you to order me this guitar. Well, I had just returned the Rocket Red Jackson, not custom, the USA made Jackson. It's sitting in the office right there, next to the register on the floor. Okay, and I looked over at Linnell. I said, are you sure you want this other model Jackson? I said, the Rocket Red one we just reviewed is right there. And I'm not going to say they did offer us a heck of a deal on that guitar if we wanted to purchase it. So if you guys want a phenomenal guitar, that USA made Jackson at Shenandoah Music, call them, go look at the video. I put their information and their phone number there. They'll give you a good deal on it, especially if you're local and you can drive and pick it up. They'll give you. They've got a neck through version of that one showing up. What are you saying? Like 2 weeks, 3 weeks? It's a canary yellow, dinky neck through, USA made. That one.
It's not dinky. They're both soloists.
Oh, I keep saying dinky. They're soloists. Sorry, it's a soloist neck through. Made in the United States. That one's map price. Now, this isn't retail. Retail is even higher. But the map price, that means what Sweetwater and everyone's going to post it for, is $2,600 on that neck through. That Rocket Red map price was $2,099. And I can already tell you that they'll cut you a break on that one. So we're standing there and I'm like, are you sure you want this other Jackson and you don't want that Jackson? And Matt kind of stops. He's the owner there, and he goes, what do y'all want to do? And I look at Linnell and she's like, no, I want the crackle. So
Jerry's gonna go.
Jerry's got to go. Thanks, Jerry. Thanks for coming in, moderating, and do what you do, man. I appreciate every week you guys coming in. It does help. It really does. We don't have many moderators on this channel. Actually, all the moderators this channel has were here tonight. Jerry, Devastator, Mike, and Linnell. They're the four people that have control and and stuff like that. We're a small channel, so we had all four. Very fortunate to have all four of them here. Thanks a lot, Jerry, for everything that you do, man. But anyway, we're standing there, and I said, "Are you sure you don't want this USA made Jackson? You want to order this other Jackson?" And she said, "Yeah, I want the Crackle one." So she put a little bit of money down on the Crackle. They're ordering it. They said it would be there in less than a week. So I don't know. We can't bring it home next week, so it's no biggie. Um, but it's going to be there. She'll be making payments on it. So that'll be something cool. I think you guys will get a kick out of that guitar. And the guitar that I purchased for myself should be here Wednesday or Thursday. I don't know if it'll be here in time for the live stream on Thursday or not, but we'll definitely take a look at it on Saturday. On Thursday's live stream, we're going to review a guitar. And I don't want to let the cat out of the bag yet, but we are doing a live review Thursday night. So everyone, please come by and check out the live review. I'm going to try to start posting, especially if we do live reviews. I'm going to try to post probably on Tuesday or the latest Wednesday night on what that product's going to be for Thursday night. I'm not too sure if YouTube pushes it out to where you can actually see it's an upcoming video or not. I'm not too sure if it does that, but I'm going to start setting it up to where it will at least be on the site, the YouTube main page for the channel, and you guys can go check out what we're reviewing for Thursday. So we're going to start doing reviews on Thursday night. We got a ton of guitars to get to. But if anybody has something, Pentagores, we already did Pentagores, the gas thing. Phenomenal paint job on that Jackson for sure. That was Jerry's comment.
I think he was talking when you were talking about the crackle.
The Crackle finish one, yeah, that's pretty cool. The Crackle. But the Rocket Red one, the finish on that guitar, you could comb your hair on it. That thing was shiny. Smooth and shiny. Yeah, Pentagore, Dickie Neck Through, that's me. It's not a dinky. What's it called again?
Soloist.
Soloist. I get them all confused. So they're getting a Soloist neck through in. And I think the map price is going to be about $2,600. But that's USA made.
Resolution said hello.
Hey, Rezo, what's going on, man? So that's what she decided. So I think she had already said that she had, on the last stream, decided not to get the red one. But I thought when we took it into the store, she would kind of change her mind. But she didn't. She's decided to go. Is the one you're ordering, is that considered a Soloist? I think it is, isn't it?
I think so.
I think it's a Soloist SL2 neck through is the one that she's actually put on order. So you guys can check that one out. It's a Crackle finish. It's a pretty cool guitar. And then
Yeah, it's a Jackson Pro Plus Series Soloist SL2.
yeah, Pro Plus Series Soloist SL2 is the one that she's ordered. I do. It's just, guys, sometimes, like, I can't say, what Jerry was picking on me last stream, legacy or legacy or lag. I'm just going to start saying it has lag, like computer lag, because I can't say the other word. I got, you guys know what I'm trying to say. I'm bad for that one, and there's another word that I can, paranormal. For whatever reason, I can never get Squire Paranormal. I'm always saying pearl something. I can never say paranormal.
Mike's going to bed.
Heading to bed. Early day tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of the stream, everyone. Thanks, Mike, for coming in. It's great to see you when you come in.
Resno said the Soloist is the big dog, only second to the Phil Collins.
The Phil Collins is more of a reproach, though. appearance. Yeah, I think Jackson. It like I just did the review on that red one. That was a that was a nice guitar. I mean, that's all you can say. It was just that was a well crafted guitar. You know, I don't. I mean, I do pretty good, but it's hard to it's hard to do what I'm doing here, and then buy a guitar like that. It is. That is one of those guitars. You know, when you buy it, that's something that you don't sell. And I've bought guitars like that, like my Vandenberg. That was just a top notch instrument when I bought it. I get it. You buy something like that, you don't get rid of it. It's an investment. It's something that you're going to have years down the road. That guitar, especially that Jackson with the 5-piece neck and the carbon fiber rods in it, that guitar is going to hold up. It's going to do the test of time. You don't have to worry about that neck going crazy. It's a 5-piece neck with carbon fiber and a truss rod in it. It's going to last. It is. You're not going to have a problem with that guitar. It's just for me, I wanted something out of the box, something that I think would fit my hair band style playing, a thin body guitar. So I ordered the PWM 20. It might come and I might hate it. I've never seen. Well, this is what's funny. I've never seen one in person, so that means I've never played one. All I've seen is pictures of it. I haven't even watched a YouTube video on what the guitar sounds like yet. I'm kind of scared to now because I've already ordered it. So this is the first time I've ever ordered a guitar and not had like someone like you guys to go, what do you guys think of it? Or a friend that had one, or to be able to go into a music store and ask someone that's had one what they thought. This was something that I'm just like, the specs look good. It looks cool. The weight looks really good. Let's order it. So we'll see when it comes. I think, I don't remember what the weight on mine was. Let me actually go and I can look that up pretty quick. I can find that pretty quick. Let me go to Sweetwater because it's already ordered, so I can go to order history and I can pull it right up. Account your order history. Do. All right. I'm going to share my screen. And we did this last time, but just in case you wasn't here. So it is clicked on the one that I bought. And the only way you can see this guitar, guys, is through my cart. So if you go to Sweetwater right now, you're only going to see this one and this one. So this guitar is coming in at 6 pounds and 7 ounces with a bridge and an ash body. Ash is heavy. It's a heavy wood, but it has a sound. Ash guitars just have a sound, at least in my experience, but they're heavy. So this is a S model guitar, like the one I just showed you, super thin body. And they've made it a little fatter in the center to accommodate the low pro edge 02 bridge. Tone zone pickups, and it has a 3-piece neck.
Juke just donated $20. He said for Linnell's Chapman.
Thanks, Juke. You know, if you guys keep hassling about it, once she gets the Jackson, she's going to have the Jackson, 2 Ibanez's, the Firefly, and the Chapman. So if you guys keep on her, you might be able to wrestle that Chapman out of her hands. So this is the 3-piece body, and I'm sure this was done to save a little money because Ibanez has a 5-piece neck where this is, I want to say that's Barbinga. Where does it say? Let's go look at what the neck material is. neck. Yes, it is maple and barbinga. Barbinga is a stupid hardwood. Trust me. Um, it got really popular in the work that I do for about 4 years, and I could not stand it. It's like drilling a rock. The barbinga is hard. Another drawback barbinga has, it is UV sensitive. So if it's in the direct sunlight or anything that's UV, it darkens extremely fast. And it darkens fast. When I say it darkens fast, it darkens fast. So if you'd laid this guitar outside, let's go back to the picture of the neck. If you were outside and you laid a towel across the center of this neck, and you come back 4 hours later, this part of the neck and this part of the neck is going to be very dark, and this part is going to be the color it is right now. It does not take long for the UV light to darken the wood. That's just a trait that these Barbingas in the mahogany family. It's just much more dense than mahogany. Much more. I'm going to say it's more stable than mahogany. It's more water resilient. It's harder to glue because of the grain on it. So it should make for a good neck though. But it's only a 3-piece neck. So you can see it's a large piece of barbinga and 2 pieces of maple. Sharp looking guitar. So that's what I've ordered. And you can see this with the body on this one's white. If we go to the front view here, see how nice, pretty the body is on that? So hopefully that guitar is going to be here by the stream for next Saturday. I'm sure it will be. It'll probably be here on Wednesday. But that's the one that I'm ordering for myself. Let me get the chat back up. Oh, I think I just lost it. Nope, there it is. Mr. Joop Joop. I don't know if I already hit the buttons or not. But there we go. We're going to hit the buttons again. I've had 2 of these. They are all fantastic and very light. Which ones you talking about, Rezo? Jackson, you're just talking about the Jacksons. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. Really, in today's world, guys, like the Ibanez, Jackson, we're playing that style of music. I don't think you can go wrong with an Ibanez, just like that one I was just showing you. It's going to be a solid instrument. When I say I may not like it, it's not going to be because it's not a solid instrument. I'm sure it's going to be well crafted. I hope it's well crafted. We'll find out, but it should be. It's Ibanez. Same with Jackson. Jackson makes a well-crafted guitar. LTD, ESP. We're really in a different kind of. It's not like it was 30 years ago. These companies, they're building good instruments. I've said it a million times. We're living in the best time to be a guitarist, especially price-wise. These lower-priced instruments have just gotten phenomenal. But that has made the mid-tier instruments get even better. Because people spending $1,500, $1,600 on a guitar, they're like, wait a minute. I can buy this exact same guitar for $700. Why am I paying twice the money? You better give me something. It was unheard of to get a multi-piece neck on a guitar at $1,500. A neck-through guitar we just looked at the Harley Benton earlier, $600. You can get a neck-through Jackson for $1,200 right now. That's insane for a neck-through. They were $2,000 plus. We live in the best time to if you have the money to go out and spend a little bit, you can really get your dream guitar for a lot less than you think if you do your shopping. If you want to be picky, like I was picky on the PWM, I wanted that particular one. If you're being picky, you might spend a little bit more because you want a certain weight or you want a certain look to the figure of the top. So you're gonna scour the internet until you find one that has just the right top. You're gonna pay a premium for it. But if you're willing to roll the dice and go, okay, I can live with this weight and this top, you know, they're all going to be solid instruments. I have, to be honest with you, I haven't really anything above $700 on the channel. I haven't really had a horrible instrument on the channel. I always relate that to price, but the only really horrible guitar I had on the channel, and I hate to say it, I'm a PV person. We had a PV Predator. It was a PV Strat, and the neck was misdrilled. They drilled the holes in the neck, and it didn't align to the body. So what they do? They drilled more holes in the neck, and they didn't refill it, and they sent it out that way. The frets were sharp. That was a bad guitar. Ibanez made an AX120. The fit and finish on the guitar was great. It had zero fretwork. When I say zero fretwork, it was zero fretwork. You could cut a steak with that thing with the neck on that guitar. The frets were so sharp. So that was a miss. And I would say the worst guitar on the channels has been Leo James. Over anything else, the Leo James has been the worst overall product. And that's all been under $270 guitars. So, you know, you got to look at what you're buying, I guess. But as far as name brands, the worst guitar would have been the Ibanez AX120. Because they could have fixed that. They could charge $50 more for that guitar and let a technician have 1 hour on those frets. And that guitar would have been fine. Fine. But the end of the frets had zero. When I say zero, they installed them, chamfered them, and put it in the box. There was no end dressing whatsoever done on that guitar. That's kind of sad. And if you haven't seen that video, you can go back. It's I believe it's called the AX120. You guys have probably seen it. You guys seem like you're diehard channel guys. I see we got Mikey in the group. I don't know when he came in, but I see he's in the group.
I think he just did.
Have had this problem all night. Pentagore must be talking about, yeah, we've had lag issues all night with the stream, Mikey. It was storming here earlier, and YouTube seems to be having a very bad night. So it seems to be quite laggy. So I'm looking to see if I missed anything. Looks like I'm all caught up for once. Imagine that. Pentagore says no spelling.
Yeah, I'm talking about having issues with spelling all night.
I struggle with that too, buddy.
Mikey said a big solar flare today.
Big solar flare today. I didn't hear about that. We had bad thunderstorms here. That's what was going on. It was raining sideways when we first started the stream. It was quite bad. And everyone was saying it was lagging, carrying on. All right, for people that just joined the group, you can look up in the chat. Devastator has started the Discord for the group. So we're going to work on it. If I don't know if he's posted a link to it or if he's still working on it, but we will definitely have everything resolved and up for everybody by Thursday, and an accessible link if you don't have Discord. So if you don't have Discord yet, go ahead and download it, and then we're going to move a lot of the midweek chat stuff over to Discord so everybody can hang out and send pictures on Discord. So we've been on for 3 hours and 38 minutes, guys, and my voice is getting kind of tired. So I think I'm going to call it a night tonight. But don't forget, Thursday night, we're going to be reviewing another new guitar. It's going to be cool. I'm going to get everything set up. And I'm not going to promise I'm going to miss anything, but I'll probably miss something. On the last review, we missed the string action height off the neck. So hopefully each time that I do it, I'm going to get a little better. But As we always do, I'm going to give the chat window 5 minutes for you guys to close up the conversation and talk about whatever's going on. And I know I say it every stream, but I can't get it across enough.
Jupe's gotta go.
Yep, Jupe's going. We're ending the stream now, Jupe. Without you guys, the stream's not possible.
Mikey said what? I just got to the party.
I'm sorry, Mikey, but my throat's killing me. And we did a long stream on Thursday night too, so the channel's doing well. So 3.5 hour stream on YouTube. That's what we average, guys. We always average 3 to 4 hours on our streams. So we do long streams here, and it's fun. The time flies by, but I always know when I'm done, when my throat starts getting hoarse and sore. But we're gonna go to the 5 minute ending scene, and I just wanted to again say thanks to all the subscribers, everyone that gives money for the upcoming guitar, because everyone knows that guitar is going to a subscriber once the review is done. All these little things help the channel out, guys, and it's a place for us to hang out. So again, I can't thank you guys enough for everything you all do. And thanks, Devastator, for getting that set up. And I'll talk to you tomorrow about that so we can get the link set up for Thursday night stream. All right, guys. I'm going to end it right there.